Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Automation Hub Sarthak. And in today's video, we will learn about inbuilt functions in Python. I have a meeting in another 45 minutes. I hope I can finish it off that fast. So we'll learn about inbuilt functions in Python, and let's jump into it because I don't have much time. I have to go for the meeting. So I'll try to quickly do that. See, we don't need every inbuilt function for our learning purpose in Python. There are more than 60 inbuilt functions. I don't want to teach everything. It is not possible. So I'll teach the areas which are important in Python for our automation purpose. So let's start with the first inbuilt function, which is known as print. Print, we use it for debugging and logging purpose. So print is the first inbuilt function. So learning Python, something like this. Or you can do a lot of things. You know what print does, right? So this one is, we'll see how print works in automation. Right now we are learning Python. So print has a lot of opportunities in automation purpose as well. You can use a driver and open the current URL and all those things. So print is one function which you need to know. Second function I want to discuss is about len. Okay, what is the purpose of len? The purpose is, okay, hold on. Get the number of elements in a list, okay, like web elements or test cases, something like that. So this function we will use. So I'll just give a small example. Let's say list names equal to you write Python, you have Java, you have C++. So let's say I've given 3 lists, okay, some list of names, and then you can use your len, use print and len to list of names. Okay, so you can use this 3. It will give you what is the length. That is, we have 3 entities. So this is one thing which we can. It is not very much in use, but it is used. The next one is type. Type I have already explained in depth in previous videos. Type is nothing but to check what type of variable it is. So if you go to one of my previous example, you can see, for example, here I'll write height equal to 6.2. okay, you will write print type height. What is the type of this height variable? It will tell you it is a float. Okay, so any integer you give, it will give you int. So type function is also important. And then you can write the next important inbuilt function is range. Range also I have explained in for loop a little bit. So it will loop through test cases or something like that. So let's say for I in range, I'll write 5. Okay, I've explained in for loop in depth. So if you go to my for loop, the range for num in range, so I'll use the same code here instead of giving something else. You can use the same code here itself. I've already explained in depth. So just in case you want to use this, this will work absolutely fine. So range is a function which is used if num is equals to 3, continue. So what will happen here? The output will be, let's start from 0, 1, 2, 3 will be skipped. Okay, then it will print only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it should have printed, but because this this number we are introducing for num equals to 3, so this one will be skipped. Continue means it will skip this and then it will continue. So this range function also and there are other functions which I have already explained in depth. I will not explain them here. String, you also have int, and you have float. All these inbuilt functions I have explained in detail. Please go and watch my other videos. The one which I did not explain are these two functions, max and min. Guys, so str, int and float I have explained in detail in data types. If you go to data types, you will see complete detailed explanation of each of them. So you can try and you can learn. If you still don't see, let me know. But they are very simple. If I have not explained, you can try it as homework. It will absolutely work. Now max and minimum is like the highest or lowest. Okay. So let me create a list. Let's say prices. Let's say first one is 100 rupees. Then it is or $200, $100, $200 and $300. So what will happen here if I do print max prices, it will print what, 300, because that is the max price. And then if you do the same with minimum, min prices, and you run this will print the minimum price 100. It's very simple. So this is about max and min. And now the next function, inbuilt function, which we use in automation is sorted. We don't use this much, but I mean, it's good to know. Sorted is nothing but verify if the data is sorted as expected. I mean, the proper sorting is happening or not. So let's say you will write alphabets, a list you will create known as alphabets equal to, you will write A, D, C, B, F, E. So you cannot write like this. You have to write like this. Takes time. So you have entered 6 alphabets. Okay. So now what you need to do in this sorted is you can, I don't want to use an assert keyword. So let me directly go and use sorted here with alphabets. So you will see here. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? Why is sorted not working? I think everything is fine. What am I missing here? Maybe arrangement. Okay. This is what I'm doing wrong. Sorry. That thing was supposed to be... Okay, why did I do that? Rather, because I'm thinking about my meeting and... So anyways, I have 7 more minutes. I'll finish it before that. See, A, B, C, D, E, F. This is the sorting. Even though I gave a different kind of a sort, but the arrangement was in order. A, B, C, D, E, F. So let's say you write one more sort, let's say fruits. So fruits, if you write square bracket, you write banana, you write mango, you write, let's say, chiku, and then you write apple. And now you do the print sorted and you write fruits. So what will happen is it will arrange from in ABCD: apple, banana, chiku and mango. You see this? So this is the beauty of sorted. So I think one more function that I can teach you is the help function. Sorry, what am I doing? The help inbuilt function. It's nothing but gives you documentation. So you just write help and let's say you want to learn about the length function. Okay. Which we just, it'll give you what length does. If you want to learn about some other function, let's say you want to learn about the sorted function, it will tell you what sorted does. So as simple as that. So this is what about, what else do I think we can share? I think Enumerate is not required, but you can try this as homework. Enumerate. So this one you can try. This is one function. It will loop through items with index, especially for reporting a local elements in automation. That is how it works. Now you can also try zip. Sorry, what am I doing? Zip. Zip as an inbuilt function. It will combine multiple lists for validating or reporting. So you can do something like, let me teach you zip. Zip is a little important. So let me teach you zip. Enumerate you can practice at home. So let's say I'll write names. So names, I'll write a list here. Let's say John. Let's say Brock. And let's say Roman. Okay. So I'll write here, let's say emails. So I'll write here John Cena at www.com. I'm just giving random. So Brock Lesnar at www.com, and then Roman Reigns at www.com. So I'm just giving. So here to use zip, let me create a for loop for name, email. In zip, I'll write names, emails. So this the zip function, I can use it like this. So print. Those who have not watched my for loop videos, please go ahead and watch the for loop video. So if I want to simply write it directly, if I want to print it, I can print it using string functions, name, and I'll just print the email simultaneously. Okay, I'll teach you all this, don't worry. So I think this is, see, this is what it will print, and you can learn about more, but I'm not gonna tell them. I'll just give it to you as homework. You can learn about map function. You can also learn about filter function. Map function will apply to a list as well, mostly used for transformations. Filter will give you to filter certain elements based on a certain condition. Open function is also there, which is sometimes used. And then any and all, this is very easy. Any and all, these are mostly conditional functions. You can use them. Check if any condition is true, check if all conditions are true. So, and then of course you have help, I've already told you. So that's mostly it. So there are various common uses of inbuilt functions in automation. We mostly put them into categorized into string handling, data driven, element validation, debugging. So you need to master all these functions, but please go through this video, and the ones which I have left out as gray, kindly watch in Google or anywhere and try to find out the resolution for these. This is homework. You know most of it. Again, see, whenever you're working, you will find the inbuilt functions in any Google or anywhere. Eventually, when we learn, you will see when we'll start automation playlist, how much inbuilt functions will be useful. You will only get to know. But the ones I've kept it as gray, you can practice it yourself. Thank you. I have to jump into a meeting. Keep watching. Thanks for subscribing. Sarthak here signing off.